Well, greetings, hello, and welcome. I'm Imperial Jedi. What do you, I'm so... Where do I begin? This is City Skylines 2. I am so incredibly excited. I can't even make a sentence happen right now. I've been sitting here trying to get this going, but I am just smiles for miles right now. City Skylines 2. Who would have thought, eh? It has been a while since I made a video, too, so I'm kind of like almost forgetting how. And so I kind of thought, like, almost on that theme, why not keep this nice and simple? Like, no frills, no need for anything too crazy editing-wise. I'd be kind of curious, if I were y'all, to see what it'd be like to kind of start a city. Especially with a classic Imperial Jedi starting strategy. Like, how would that not work, you know what I mean? How would you not try that as your first thing in City Skylines 2? So let's jump in. Let's get a city started here. We'll try to get as far into the milestones as we can. We're allowed to make our way up to the 4th milestone, and we have 30 minutes, but I don't want to feel too rushed, and I don't really want to skip over too much, if that makes sense as well. I kind of feel like there'll be time for just oodles of videos, and just from a creativity perspective, there's just no end to this kind of content. So much fun to be had with this game. So I thought, yeah, let's just start off, keep her nice and simple, go back to the basics. We'll do our Imperial Jedi classic start and see if it can hold traffic and get a city going in City Skylines 2. So sit back, relax, let's get started, and we'll see what kind of fun we can get up to here. So thanks for tuning in, appreciate you being here, and good golly, let's rock this. Alright, so we find ourselves building on Twin Mountains, which is probably my favorite North American styled map. What's cool though is you can kind of change the European versus North American though. But yeah, really nice mountain range, a cool river that actually cuts it right in half, a beautiful harbor with some islands, and there is a harbor connection too, so we can work on like industry and freight and all that as the city grows. But that is getting so far ahead of yourself, eh? For the moment, let's just get established and get started. And I do want to just say a couple things. One, not a tutorial, so don't feel like you got to like take notes or any of that kind of stuff. I will redo this with not as much urgency because we only have 30 minutes right now, so I feel like I want to try to show as much as I can doing my kind of format. You know, I know we could do some fancy editing and like jump ahead and stuff, but I don't know, it doesn't feel right, eh? I don't know how to describe that one. So I know we'll come back, we'll do these again, and we'll have so many like purpose-built tutorials. You can let me know what kind of ones you want to see for when the game starts, what maps you want to see me work on, but for the moment, for today, let's just have some fun, get started. And the other thing I want to point out too is the game not quite finished yet, so we do have an early access beta build right here. And so if we see some bugs or something kind of silly, you know, hopefully that stuff gets ironed out. I know it will be, but let's not be too judgmental. And of course, because I say this, nothing will go wrong. If I don't mention this, everything will fall apart. So that's my disclaimer. Otherwise, yeah, just sit back and enjoy. We'll see what we can kind of come up with. And the plan is to do 3 videos before City Skylines 2 officially comes out. Plans could change, but the initial thought is that we would keep this city going. And I know we can get up to milestone 4 today, and that would give us things like public transit, potential for some trams, for some buses. We could do trains even, but it's a lot to try to fit into just a 30-minute window. So I thought we'd get everything ready from an infrastructure perspective for that. And on the off chance that we do unlock it, maybe we get started with it. But if you're interested and you do want to see this, you know, make sure you follow, subscribe, that kind of stuff, right? We'll continue this again. Okay. Yeah, the point of today, though, really is just kind of show off how the game feels, how it plays. We can finally see some gameplay now, too, which is cool. And then each of us doing our own little, like, unique flair and twist on it. I love that. There's so many videos coming out today, so hopefully you guys are going to be enjoying a lot of them. And making some new friends along the way. But yeah, outstanding community. I made a lot of new friends from this game alone, so looking forward to see how it shapes up with this one, eh? All right, so this kind of stuff, this is so much fun to do. I see you losing hours of sleep your first few weeks playing this game, just making these insanely complicated custom intersections. And at our current level, we actually don't have the ability to get rid of things like the traffic lights or the crosswalks, but all we need to do is just get one development point. And we haven't even put a single house in, and we're already unlocking some points here. So things like road building and whatnot will add XP. And so as we get more stuff down, we will eventually unlock road services, and I'll show you guys some really, really cool stuff here, but I wouldn't say I'm in a rush to get things zoned, but we should try to get some residential started here. It's a bit of a slower process pulling people in compared to, say, Cities 1. And you have a lot, like by a factor of like... Oh, I love the hosts. Let's not talk over them yet, though. We will get some, just pause it for a split second. Really cool, the music features. We'll get some breaking news alerts that will be kind of helping us with like city stuff. So if we have like polluted water, we'll hear a news alert about that. Really cool. Housing shortage, we hear a thing about that too, right? I did turn off the ads though. Ads are hilarious as well, but we will get the news interruptions. All right. So what I think I want to do is put a nice arterial road that kind of sweeps and follows the river. And then that way, we don't really have to worry about being too symmetrical. I feel like the game, it gives you like so much help if you really want to be symmetrical. But the more I play, the more I just feel like, don't do that, you know? Like, enjoy the curves, enjoy the hills. Like, give yourself the challenge of building around a forest or something, you know? All right, so we'll connect this up, I think, with our little main road here. And what's really nifty, too, is if we connect these two together, we'll see some regional traffic start to spill on through. But yeah, I mean, gosh, where did we begin, right? Road building is awesome. You get so carried away, and thank goodness they give you all this money. So the game is a lot less punishing. That's the word I'll use, eh? A lot less punishing if you're a new player starting off. I still think the best way to, you know, learn these kind of games is just to make some mistakes. Get in there, get your hands dirty, you know? But if we were to erase every single road right now and just kind of start fresh, maybe we'd be down like 10 credits total. So a lot more forgiving in that sense. That's so cool to look at, eh? So we'll try to terraform. We'll try to make sense of the slopes here, at least on the main roads. Just for like a realism perspective, right? And we'll smooth that out after. Excellent. And just because it takes a bit of time now for trees to grow in. So yeah, trees have a growth cycle. There's just so much to say and do about this game, but we'll get there. Because of the trees though, taking a bit of time to grow, I'm gonna plant down a lot right now. And we'll see these kind of age as time goes on. Sometimes I am just not great with words, eh? In my mind, I feel like I'm just some scholar poet. I can't even make that sentence happen, eh? And then if you listen to what comes out, it's like, oh dear. Good intentions, though. Good intentions. Good intentions and smiles, eh? If those could pay the bills. We'd be rich. Okay, just a little lane mathematics here, actually, before I forget. I wouldn't mind coming down to one lane, and I wouldn't mind entering here with one lane. It's just interesting because you don't have nodes in the same way you did with Skylines 1, so you have to be kind of like sneaky when you want to change your road types around. It's kind of cool. Right, so I'd like to get us started with some residential zoning. Spread our legs a bit more here. And actually, it's a really good spot to show off some cool features here. I do try to leave some space in between, just like in Cities 1, so you can do things like trees, walking paths. That's spacing, that's so cool. I don't use that as often as I thought I would. I think if I were to say my criticism of it is you can't really change the type of road you're using. So you have to go back and like upgrade some roads afterwards, but it is very handy if you want to just kind of like piece together some quick blocks. All right, so just to get us started, let's throw in some residential. And construction time, that kind of stuff is a little bit different in Cities 2 relative to Cities 1. So I do want to get the ball rolling on some people. Good news, though, is we're not dependent on people alone to get the milestones going, so. A little bit of commercial. A little bit of residential. And let's get stretched across the river. Let's get some industry. Let's get some power. Let's get some utilities. These people will move out in no time if we don't, eh? And we'll go over a little bit of that kind of stuff, right? Because utilities are now spread through the roads. You can, if you want, put your own, you know, pipes and that kind of stuff down, but you don't have to. That's not too bad. Although, I think I'd make the argument that if we were to maybe make the bridge kind of be like either raised or parallel to that, it would look a lot better. You'll start seeing some tweets, like some chirps start to appear. They're so, everything about this game is like the right kind of dorky. So you might feel like it's a little bit overwhelming because everyone in your city has the ability to tweet or to chirp or to whatever the term is. But what's kind of cool though is like some of them will get more likes than others. So some topics will be more important than others. Not that not everyone's, you know, everyone's opinion. Your opinion is important. Your voice matters to us here at the Imperial Alliance, all right? Don't think otherwise. But no, it's kind of cool. It's up to you as a mayor to kind of like pick and choose which ones you want to pay attention to. And if stuff is getting like, yeah, constantly mentioned, lots of retweets and likes, pay attention to it. That's cool. It's like dorky cool though, right? Listen, don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about here, okay? All right, that is so cool, the way it does those concrete, like, retaining walls like that. All right, so I want our power plant to be, I think, right off the main road here. And we've got a connection point to the region, so we can actually sell our excess power right away. That's a little bit steep, isn't it, eh? It's almost like we're dealing with precision engineering built into the game now. Because you can kind of see like the distance over is a plus 5.2 for the slope. It's 312 meters. We have a 90-degree angle and 880 credits. So there's so many different units and resources you can use for spacing. I was kind of saying like, yeah, if you really want to do a symmetrical city or some like strong symmetry, you very much so can now. And what's cool too is like, look at how many different road types, right? That's a curve. That's a curve. That's a curve. I like this one here. This one just kind of lets you meander. Okay, we're at the edge of the map tile here. We're getting close though. Halfway through our first milestone, and we're just barely scratching the surface on what we put down. All right, so very simply, a coal power plant. Toss that down right there. A lot is getting shown to us in this particular view. We can see a groundwater reservoir. We don't really want to build too much industry close to that, realistically. But luckily, we've got a river and some other ones here. But, you know, yeah. I wouldn't stress, though. Water is easy to get, but let's not pollute the world here. Yeah, we'll connect into a set of lines right here. And this will automatically be done, which is really, really cool, too. We can go in later and adjust all of this, but it's not as much management as I was kind of like thinking we'd have to do right off the get-go. I was a little bit worried that this would become more of a management game, but I think the yeah, like the balance between managing and building is definitely there. All right, well, I'll get a water pump going. Water pumping station right on the water's edge here, and then just down current we'll put our sewage outflow. And if this is close enough, it'll auto-spawn its own. Excellent. Look at that, eh? Come back to this in 1 second. Main takeaways, though. Lots of money, 1 development point, 3 map tiles. That's cool. But one thing at a time here, eh? So pipes are now separate. That's kind of nifty. Or together. This one just needs to be sewage. So we'll connect that. And then this one here... Oh, we didn't actually get close enough. Look at that, eh? So this one does need a road connection. And you can see right here, it'll get close enough. If we're not close enough to the water's edge, it'll tell us. It'll tell us like shallow or that kind of stuff too, which is cool. But we'll move this so it'll connect, it'll work, and all that other jazz. Excellent. And that should just take a second for the power to figure itself out. Excellent. And that means that everyone over here now has flowing utilities. Now, depending on the type of bridge we use, we may have to draw some pipes over the water ourselves, but for the moment, we seem to be connected and everyone seems to be happy. And now we can put in some of our industry. Okay, that's a simple start, but that's more than enough. And I'm gonna now put down some of our starting services. This is really cool. So I'll toss a landfill in. So, man, this is like, where do I even begin, right? The landfill itself doesn't need a big backyard, but if you wanted to, you could snap this all the way to the road. And if I try to make that one continuous straight line, it might give me some issues. But what we can do is put as many of these little points in as we want. How nifty is that, eh? That stops us at the 180. This is just slightly off. Close enough though, eh? How fun is that? And all the buildings, you can just pick them up and move them. You can relocate them if you want to, eh? Incredible. All right, so ball is rolling. Time is starting to get away from us here, eh? See, but I mean, 4 milestones would be a lot to try to do. And I think this is a good format. I'm enjoying this so far. And it's really good to have you with us today too, by the way. Okay, so that's our medical clinic. This will spawn ambulances. I've got, I think, great coverage right here. I might maybe sneak this over onto the road with the extra lanes, just in case, eh? And what's kind of nifty too, we don't really need them right now, but we could put some modular expansions. So we wanted another wing, if we wanted more ambulances. Incredible. But that's money we cannot afford right now. So look at our money tab, speaking of which, eh? We've got a ton of credits, luckily. But we are, yeah, we're losing them fast. So we want to try to turn this around, make it profitable. All right, so medical. We've unlocked a new type of residential. And we've got some demand you can kind of see here for a bit of a darker one. And so that's like basically like a medium density. So we got some row houses in here. And we'll put them on this side, I think, as well. And I'm going to make this like a nice shopping block going up. And in case you're going to drop a comment on it, it is a, on the plan of things to get fixed, there's a bit of a texture color issue here. See, we can kind of see the squares. Here we can't. That one's just got to be fixed. So little things like that are still kind of like on the docket.
With J. Thomas Hornbuckle.
This host is hilarious.
Finest classical music on the air. Keep that dial right here.
All right, let's do some fun intersection stuff. So tiles is by some, sure, why not? Unos, dos, tres. We can expand a little bit there. It's perfect. And then I'm going to put our development points into advanced road services. At this level, all I think we can afford right now is a crematorium. That's what it is, yeah. I don't think anything else we can actually buy. Batteries. We could buy batteries. I don't think we need them, though. I would make the argument, though, that roundabouts or road services are really handy in the beginning. And the road services, like, this is what like, you are going to lose so much sleep when you play this game. Watch this, eh? So, number one. Let's get rid of the traffic light right here. We're right-clicking. Let's get rid of the crosswalks. We don't need that one. Don't need that one. That one, sure. This one, no thanks. And then no need to turn left here, please. No need to turn left on that one. And then for this one, There is also... Oh, no need to turn left. Easy peasy. That's cool. And I maybe make the argument, I don't think we need both those crosswalks. I'm sorry if you're a pedestrian, this will be a little bit more challenging, but flow of traffic. Amazing. Yeah, for the moment, just some regional traffic going through, but look at how lovely it is. Some buses, little dump truck. We got our cranes. The sights and the sounds, little gentle rain. Oh my goodness. I can get so lost in the little details. All right, so demand starting to creep back up for some houses. We've got the ability to stretch our legs over here a bit more, so let's do that. You can kind of tell the zoning is a little bit slower than Cities 1. So you do want to get that ball rolling. And just to kind of show you guys a little bit more of this again, we'll build the grid out. And I think we're going to be... Oh, get out. Is this not... Oh, it's off by 1. Oh, no, it's not. No way. We could actually, if we wanted to, connect this whole way across even. Well, how about those apples? That's a nice little pleasant surprise. Symmetry by accident in this game is a blessing. Because I probably would have, like, gone through the effort to fix that. All right, just so you don't have to go too far for your commercial, do some of that over here. Okay. I'm going to put us up to 3 speed now. And what I'm going to do is try to connect up a bit more of the arterial roads as these all fill in. And I just realized I forgot my death care. So I'm going to put near the top of that street. There you go, that's cute. Beautiful big building too. And just like, oh, look cool. Rock musician, oh, that's cool. All right, sure, why not, eh? Little mansion? Sure. Actually looks nice right there. Okay. With this last milestone, we've actually unlocked some new medium roads as well. So I'm gonna make this one feel a bit more like a highway. And I'm gonna put a divided road in. Will this curve look nice? Short answer is yes, it will actually. And why don't we upgrade this, please? Yeah, there you go. And then for this intersection, just a little bit more traffic flow would be kind of fun through here. So break from here off to the right, and then maybe a second lane in this one just for turning. Okay, so no need to go right, and that was a tight enough turn that you can't even turn left anyhow, so that's fine. No traffic light there, no traffic light there. Get rid of the crosswalks. And that one, just because the road extends past the city limits, I don't think we can get rid of that crosswalk unless we do... I might just be pushing the problem a little bit further down than what this, eh? Oh, look at that, cheeky. Very cheeky. Perfect. And then, you know what? This actually might be a good spot for a roundabout. Yeah, you're right. Good thinking, eh? Yeah, cute idea. Wow, this fell down really quickly. Wonderful. All right, so demand has... Oh, perfect. Another milestone unlocked. Oh, and more development points. Okay. Really quickly, though, before we do that, I'm going to just zone a bit more industry. And watch in real time, too. Watch how fast this goes down, eh? That's so cool. Gosh, that's cool. And like, look at that building underneath the road there. Oh, you're beautiful. You know that? You are so beautiful. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Yeah. All right, so Death Care, a little bit far away from here. I'm not going to put another graveyard down. Yeah, that wasn't too bad of a wait. I think we're okay. I will, however, You know what, roundabouts would be nice, eh? Roundabouts would be nice. Because that way we can make this one a much bigger roundabout. Yep, absolutely. Poor car. Alright, so a roundabout there. A roundabout through here as well. That way, like, the main, in air quotes, highway arterial road can kind of just keep the flow and function. This would be cool to feed into a roundabout from that fun intersection. And then if we were to maybe toss some of these in through the side city blocks, that'd be kind of fun. All right. Gosh, this game. Okay, I'm too many smiles again here. Getting distracted, running out of time. Just get a little bit more of the services in place here, and then we'll wrap her up. I'm so sad. Our 30 minutes is almost done. Just to mix the roads up a little bit there. Let's have some fun. Now, with this last milestone, we do have some big apartment buildings we can put in. So I'll put maybe a small row somewhere. Actually, yeah, this might be a cool spot here. So we'll do only 3 deep for this one. And I'm very tempted actually to put some next to the graveyard here. You know what, just because time is starting to run out, let's throw down our schools. I can't believe half an hour is already gone, eh? I'm worried I wouldn't have enough stuff to do in 30 minutes. So the high school, and I think right off the get-go, we'll put the sports field just next to it. Ooh, that's a big field, eh? Okay, we'll put it a little bit off-center behind it. That's cool. We'll run a road next to it. Oh, a library. Oh, cool. Oh, that's so expensive. Stop spending money right now, please. Okay. And then just the elementary school. You know what? We can keep that over here. I think we can try to fill the rest of these areas in with some parks as we unlock those. Otherwise, I am sad to say that is it. 30 minutes has gone by in an absolute flash. But I'd say a successful 30 minutes, though. Look at that. A very iconic start. I'd recognize this. I know it's City Skylines, but at the same time, definitely City Skylines too. Anyway, guys, I will just keep rambling. Thank you very much for hanging out. We'll see you again. We'll have a video up before you know it. We'll continue this build. And in the next video, we'll get some public transit. We'll try to work on building another highway system and just onwards and upwards. Density, builds, fun roads, neighborhoods, intersections, day and night cycle, custom, everything's. There's a lot to do, but that's it. We'll stop here. You guys are wonderful. We'll see you again. Thank you very much for hanging out. ImperialJedi, wishing you all the best. I will drop as many links as I can for other videos other friends are making. Keep your eyes peeled for our videos, and come see us on Twitch. We'll be playing this on day 1 release. All right, guys, all the best. Stay hydrated. Be kind to each other. Be kind to yourselves, and we'll see you again. Thanks for hanging out with us.